We are back to milling. Yesterday, if you join us, we went on a little adventure to Mount Magazine, which is Arkansas's highest point. And actually, if you go back and look at that video, our service kept lagging in and out for some reason.
Yeah, it's the tallest point in Arkansas. You know, I'm just wondering if, because you're above, your phone tires is the reason why you lose service. Because what other reason can it be when you're in a wide open sky? Anybody got any thoughts on that?
So this live will be a little different.
Yeah, because somebody broke the receiver to the mics. I ain't saying who that was. Probably wasn't me.
So if you looked at one of the shorts we posted yesterday, we thought we could go to Walmart and just buy one, but it's for USB-C and not iPhone, and we couldn't find an adapter. So we ordered one off Amazon, so hopefully we'll be back, you know, next weekend with the mic and all that hookup. Hopefully these mics work. I don't know. Steven looked last night and he's like, we need a battery. And I'm like, well, do you order a new one? I would hate to get it and then have to wait a couple more days for a new one.
Yeah, I was going to set up my sharpener to sharpen the blade. And I still might do that.
Oh, here comes old Yeller.
Yeah, I still might do that. I have to bring the generator up here. I'm not experienced at sharpening blades, but I've sharpened a few and they're pretty good. What's wrong? What you say? You got a tree? But anyway, I might do that later. Me and the guy got to go to Mena, Arkansas again. We just come from there the other day. Got to go to Mena to pick up some cedar later. Y'all, it's getting really hard to find cedar at a price that you can afford. But, you know, this is my Woodland Mill HM122 by Woodland Mills. They're made in Canada. It's just 22-inch tree. It's just intention the blade on it. So you check everything out.
Yeah, if you joined us on Monday we were milling, Steven put this massive log, and then he was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that." And we ended up. Where did you go somewhere Monday?
Yeah, we went to Pigeon Monday, wasn't it? I don't remember.
I don't know. We ended up calling it quits on Monday. I mean, he did mill some. We did mill up some more of our Okay, guys. For the people who are usually in there, good morning, Sunshine.
Who's that?
It says Sunshine Cozy Corner.
Oh, I thought it was one of our regulars in here.
Oh, this is Sunshine's Cozy Corner.
Sunshine. Go ahead.
So if you're usually in here, or if you've been seeing the last couple of our lives, Steven started milling wood for our cabin. We got a little thank you, Sunshine, new subscriber.
Oh,
we got
very much.
We got a 12 by 24 cabin, and Steven was gonna build 16 feet.
That's all stopped now. Go ahead, tell about it. It's all changed.
Steven has started milling 2x8s for, he was gonna build 16 feet out on each side. Then I am a Pinterest-aholic, and I've been looking at, they call it a dog trot. Basically, it's two buildings, and you have a breezeway, or like a screened-in porch in the middle.
That's what we're going to do. I'm going to build, I don't know how wide in between I want to do yet. Probably 12, 16 foot in between. And I'm going to do it pretty much maybe the whole length of the two buildings. Maybe just half of it or whatever.
Well, the buildings might be too big.
I might do 24 foot on, you know, because one's probably going to be bigger, longer than the other. So can't wait till we get that started.
So we're trying to quote it out with the people we already got the building from, and I'm thinking of maybe a 12 by 40 if the price is right, but we're trying to go ahead and get it insulated and with the mini split and the electric, so we can just like throw the walls up and be kind of move-in ready, because we're ready to get out here, ready to mill. We're ready to show you guys homesteading. I'm ready for you guys to learn along with me, because I don't know much about anything. So
ain't that the you know what, y'all heard it right here live, right out of the horse's mouth. She don't know anything about anything. No, I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just kidding. She's pretty smart.
So like our plans are, I want a cow and a pig, you know, to sustain us. We want chickens, just enough chickens for eggs for us. I'm not trying to feed the whole community or have to sell eggs or anything like that. Pretty soon Gage will be in kindergarten. We want to homeschool him. We are officially fully monetized.
Yay, yay.
So we're making money off of ads and views.
I made a killing yesterday. I made 20 cents. Hey, that's a start, you know, which everything's behind on there. We just got monetized Thursday. So with helping you guys, might be able to accomplish something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I could cut my wood and maybe make a little on YouTube, and I could quit my regular job. I'm a logger by trade, but I want to be out here with my homestead where I can cut wood. You know, this is what I really want to do, is cut wood. And then I take my son. He's in daycare, but I'd love to have him out here with me every day, learning, me being around him. Because at my age, you know, which my wife is a lot younger, and Gage over there, I'd like for him to be out here every day learning how life works, learning to work.
I don't have nothing to eat, buddy.
Learning good values.
I don't got nothing to eat.
That's what I like to do. Well, and we'll see. Which, like I said, we were just starting out. I didn't think we'd ever get monetized. So, and as for the people that usually comes in here, they usually see me in my uniforms. They usually just wear baggy uniforms that are like my work uniforms, so they're so comfortable. But I decided to go different this morning, and so, but I'm sure some of my regulars will be in here in just a little bit. Appreciate everybody that's in here now, and thank you for subscribing, and hit that little bell where you know every time we come on live, because you know every Saturday and Sunday morning we're going to be live. Unless something happens, I mean drastically happens, we're going to be live. But sometimes we go in between live, like yesterday up on Magazine Mountain. And,
Mount Magazine.
I mean Mount Magazine, and we went to North Pettigrew. Don't go there. We got. I was really disappointed. It's not a scenic mountain. It ain't nothing but daggum dirt roads, rocks in the middle of it. It took us. Oh my God, that was a waste of 2 or 3 hours. But anyway, never know until you do it. That was a flop. But anyway, I'm gonna tell them how I tighten my blade. For the people coming in, this is the HM122 Woodland Mill. Love my mill. This is what I cut all my lumber up on. It's all manual mill. It's all good old-fashioned muscle. And this is a big old log I got on here. I guess I tackled this morning. And this is blade tensioning. This is how you tighten your blade up, get it ready to go. And I already got water in it, and I think it's pretty much full of gas. But what you do is snug that down. What they say is a snug. That should be snug, my snug. And you go half, that's 1 and a half, that's 2 and a half. You go 2 1/2 to 3 rounds to be tight. What in there says.
Well, I have a question now.
Huh?
Since you're not cutting wood for the cabin, what do you...
Well, I still got to cut wood for the cabin in the spot in between. Then I'm going to have to be cutting we're going to build a dog pen, and I'm going to build, I think I'm going to cut 6 by 6s. Then we're going to put panels up. I don't know, we're going to do something like that. That's it. I got a lot of things I got to cut wood for. And I got another story to tell. Probably after later, get on deep in the live. by the person who's going to buy my pine lumber, and they said they could get a little bit cheaper at Lowe's. Well, you know, Lowe's is not as good wood as mine, and I have the facts why. If you'd like to know, I'll tell you. And then we got to looking where they said they could buy it from, and around the same price as ours per board, not counting taxes that you had to add per board, 10 cents on the dollar here in Hot Springs and stuff, just about anywhere in Arkansas, so 10 cents on the dollar. Okay, that makes it more than ours, plus it's not true dimension, it's dimensional lumber. See, I was going to sell him 2 by 2 inch, which is real 2 inch by 8 inch or 6 inch, which is real 6 or 8 inch. A lot of people don't know it. They go to Lowe's, they buy lumber, they have no idea what they're even buying. And for the people that don't know, when you go to a Lowe's and buy 2 by 8, you're actually buying 1.5 inch thick, 1.5 inch, not 2, 1.5 inch by 7 1/4 inches wide. All right, then you take that into consideration. Mine covers a full 8 inch spot. Lowe's only covers a 7 1/4 inch spot. And you know, I'm not a scientist on math, but every 6 or 8 boards, or maybe, well, it's 3/4 of an inch less. So every, you know, if you're buying a big project, every so many boards, you're gaining a room. It's like you having to buy extra boards from Lowe's just to make up the same space as what mine does naturally. What I sell you to you. So if you figure out all that in, actually he was paying more. He's going to pay more at Lowe's for the same board with less quality than what I can sell it out here. And another fact is, you go by the growth rings in a pine tree. And you can't see this one real good, but growth rings is how many rings is in an inch. That's okay. Plantation, fast growth wood like at Lowe's you might have an inch in between the rings, the sat rings. That's weaker. That's a weak board. Mine has sometimes 8 to 6 rings in an inch. Very strong. So their case in point is, your building with inferior wood. When you buy from a box store, I'm just telling you, I'm a logger and I'm telling you facts. Now you can go buy some of these small log mills that actually cut prime lumber or good lumber. But Lowe's is not one of them. They buy it by the bulk. They buy it as cheap as they can. They buy the cheapest lumber they can.
But they do sell premium lumber though.
They do sell premium lumber, but let me tell you right now, you pay for it. You pay like 4 times as much for the same size, the same thickness, the same size of board as I sell to you. And I'm not joking. Like a 2 by 8 by 10 foot long is like almost $40. Mine is like less than $10, probably.
We did a short at Lowe's a while ago. I told Steve we need to do a live or a long video, but I think he's a little scared. I said we need to buy one of their boards and bring it home and compare it. Yeah. So even for like the guy who was trying to price us against, it was actually Home Depot. You're looking at what they're selling. They show online. What they show online is like the bulk stuff that they have, which is like number 2, number 3. You know what I mean?
They say number 2, but their standards have done went down.
But our stuff is more of the premium lumber that they only have a small quantity of. Sunshine said, really relaxing, watching y'all, peaceful out there.
Sunshine, I want to know, Sunshine, are you male or female? Cause you know, anybody can have whatever name they want, so you really don't know by names anymore. So I just like to know if you're male or female. It don't make a difference really, but I just like to know, like when I'm talking to you on here, well, I like how to address you if you're a man or a woman. So, you know, that's all the only reason I'm asking.
It's very peaceful out here. We love it. We are located in Southwest Arkansas. She is a she. She's female.
Okay.
It's very, very peaceful out here. Very quiet. We have about almost 10 acres down here in Southwest Arkansas.
We started out.
So we actually started off on this track 1 that was, what, 3.13?
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah.
And then, so somebody had the plot next to us, and we told the landowner that when that one opened up, we wanted it. So then we got the plot next to us that was 3 point something, 3.3 or something. I can't remember the exact ones. And then, so he's like, okay, we got the second plot. Then all of a sudden he was like, well, that first plot's open, the one by the road's open. So it's like, okay, we'll take that one too. So that's how we ended up with almost 10 acres down here. Got a really good deal. We are on like owner finance land, which we're paying a little bit more for it. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes everybody can't go to the bank and get approved for a big, God dang, Mary Kate. We got a lot of stray dogs out here. And she just came in like a wrecking ball. There's like three strays out here. There's a male, I call him Oat Yellow. And then there's a brown dog that you saw and a little black dog. I call them Mary Kate and Ashley. And so we currently do not live here. Like I was saying that we're gonna be fixing up our cabin. We live about 45 minutes to an hour away from here. So that's why we are just trying to get something that we can move in now. That way we can have more time to, mill up lumber, to do projects. Like there's a lot of projects I want to do, but we do have a lot of orders coming in and out. So it's really hard to cut lumber for ourselves. But if we were out here, Stephen could be milling, after he gets off of work. It's just really hard when you live an hour away from your property, from your business, you know what I mean? It's so peaceful out here. We know all of our neighbors. We have some people that live directly next to us. There's some people that live next to them. There's only a couple of families out here, but everybody's super nice. Everybody has children. There's some fellow YouTubers down the street. Two Sisters Homestead, if you want to check them out. They have chickens. They do organic gardening. They're really sweet. They're the ones actually who gave us the idea of starting a YouTube channel. And they buy a lot of lumber from us too. So mainly all of our lumber has been sold to our neighbors. We helped one of our neighbors. He bought lumber to build his cabin. We have another neighbor that's currently building a 16x40. We actually have an order of 2x4s. He's supposed to be picking up this morning or sometime today. I'm not really sure. Stephen has been having the blues with this winch. He obviously has not contacted Woodland Mills to see about getting another one. I don't know what it is about this winch that just keeps giving him the blues. Thank you for everybody coming in and joining. Yep, ants. If you are enjoying, please drop a like. There's the 3 dots at the top, or you can double tap your screen. Oops. We are in Southwest Arkansas, milling on our Woodland Mills HM122. It is Woodland Mills entry mill, and they consider this a hobby mill. And so this mill is about $2,500 before tax. And when we bought it back last November, they had free shipping, so it was about $2,600, give or take. It comes on a big old freight truck, and so somebody has to be there to receive it. And it's just like a kid's toy. It comes in a million different little pieces. Like it took us about 2 days to put it together, but that was just because of our time. Like if we had time to just focus on it the whole day, we could have got it done in a day. The heaviest part is that head right there. That's the heaviest part of it. But it's Woodland Mills entry mill. We got the 7-horse, but they do have a 9-horse in the entry level mill. That's a little bit more. We can cut up to a 10/6 length and 22 wide.
Yeah, diameter,
Yeah, 22 diameter. Steven has made some. I guess you've only made one modification, right?
One what?
Modification.
Yeah.
He's got the I don't even know what it's called. What is it called?
It's the saw blade. What? Got a name for it. This right here. This blade. It cuts the difference between the blades where it don't walk as much. That narrow board, you can push it in and guide the blade guide. What is adjustable blade guide?
Adjustable blade guide. And so then
I don't know if that's the scientific name for it.
works. We at first we were buying blades from Wood Miser. I know Wood Miser blades on the Woodland Mills. But when you're in this game, you kind of got to get what works and what you can afford. But now we've moved on to after getting the lease ready. There's been like 3 trucks driving by with tractors, and I think there was a skid steer, maybe side by sides, 4-wheelers. They're getting ready. There's a lease actually not too far from us. I forgot what I was saying. So we cut predominantly pine and cedar. That's the only thing we have cut on our mill. Stephen wants hardwood floors in the cabin, so I've been trying to get him to buy some oak. We just haven't bought any yet because we've been trying to buy some cedar. Cedar is really our cedar's our money maker. So we cut our own personal lumber, but we do also sell lumber. Pine is $1 a board foot if we're using our logs. If you bring logs to us, it's 50 cents a board foot. And cedar is $2.50 a board foot. So let me see. Excuse our grass. Our grass is crazy. So right here, these toys are. Those are the 2x8s that Stephen was cutting. And then over here, I want to show you these mantles he cut. There is a video on that on cutting cedar mantles. Beautiful 3 and 4 inch mantles. See, still got that red. Oh, it's so beautiful. And so like that 4-inch mantle, 4 inches thick, that's only like $106.67. So we don't even charge extra for like the live edge and the mantle. We charge, you know, what it's worth.
I'll have to tear into this one of these days. Okay. Let's see if this thing will crank this.
Everything on our mill is manual. So we don't have a fancy hydraulic mill. Everything is manual. We do everything by hand. Turning the log, loading the log, all of it. All of it. But we love our Woodland Mills HM122. It works for us. struggling. Gauge. So this is the first cut. I call it a slab. Steven says it's first cut. And so this usually goes in our burn pile for waste. It's not good enough for anything to use. That is some premium pine right there.
Nothing not in it. I mean, not one knot. Look at that.
I'm gonna get a close up of you cutting.
It's got a little blue in it.
And what's the blue?
That's from the pine beetles that this tree probably wasn't dead when I cut it, but it's pine beetles it kills your trees. What it does is leaves a larva behind, which is another bug, but it's just like a baby till larva stage. It starts eating the tree, that sap around, between the sap and the wood. They eventually bore into the wood. But what it does, that when the larva matures and it flies off after it's done killed the tree, leaves a fungus behind, which is not harmful to you. And once you cut the lumber, the fungus is dead. You don't have to worry about it no more. It's dead. And it leaves a like blue marks, black marks, some like sugar pine, ponderosa pine, as I would term it, like some of it orange and stuff like that. It's beautiful. People actually pay these companies to turn wood chemically blue. So this is God's blue lumber, so it's better.
EG asks, how's Arkansas?
Arkansas is pretty nice this morning. It ain't too hot yet. Reason why I'm trying to get some lumber set up. Me and the wife got to go to Mena, Arkansas. We got a video of Queen Wilhelmina State Park in Mena we went to here a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, we got to go back to Fairfax because I found the guy that's selling some cedar. I got to buy some cedar. I need some cedar. Got plenty of pine, but I need cedar. That's one thing I don't have on well, I ain't got none really big enough on my, you know what, I need brayer tape. It's in the truck. But I use it. We got a little kitty tape here. Huh? People laughing at me. Oh yeah, see my little bit tape, y'all. A little bit tape. Hey, it does good up to I think 6 foot. Let me see. Let's see what I want to do. See how swell buddy is, y'all? That thing is 16 inches right there, and then 8 inches right here.
Here you go.
That's how some pine grows, just the way it grows. But I could cut a 2-inch wide, actually get a 2-blade out of it. Let me see how strong it is. I should have cut that off. Cut this in it off. It's a really big one. The length of 9, 2. I don't need it 8 foot. But I should have cut this chicken because y'all see how this grows. If it just makes it 8 foot here, that thing would be 10.5 inches wide where it's 8 inches wide here because of the shape of the tree. So what I ought to do is go get the chainsaw, a big chainsaw. I used to cut it on that bed the last time I did cut the thing. But that thing is all shaped anyway. I think I will. I think I'll check that. I think I'll check that. Oh, good. See how it's all straight. Terribly all straight. Hey, just hang on. Yeah, go ahead and bring it over here. This log is just, oblong. It's really not great for it. Yes, ma'am. Spit on my log for a market. Y'all see that big chainsaw? They ain't been cranked up in a few days either. So I don't know. It's probably gonna be this thing's got. This saw's heavy.
How big is that bar again?
This is a 28-inch bar.
So, finally see the cows. I guess they've been hot. I don't know. So the cows. So the cows have 2 different pastures. Our property backs up to a pasture, like it's way deep in there. Hopefully this fall we can take you guys on a tour, but right now it's hot summer, ticks and stuff out. But you can see the cows across there. They also have a patch over there. Yep. Every time Steven cranks up the chainsaw, Steven thinks he's in Arkansas Chainsaw Massacre. Steven always runs while his shoulder hurts. Ooh.
Got the brake on. Always have the brake on.
I always have the brake on for safety.
That chain can't turn with that brake on. Let it warm up. That's a log cut saw there, y'all.
Somebody say he's gonna get hurt.
I got the chain brake on.
We got the chain brake on.
No matter how much gas you give it,
Chain won't turn with that chain brake on.
See how that chain stops? Watch. Just like that. Stop. And normally you'd want to wear a leg strap. Hard hat. Earplugs. I got glasses on, but face bag.
dried up, you gotta spit on it again. It's cutting this log back to 8 foot. It was 9 something. It is an odd shaped log anyway. Hopefully he doesn't hit that ball. For our regulars who've been here before, Stephen is still actively trying to quit smoking. I am too. We just got another prescription of Chantix.
That was real good. I have to wait till I get that to it before I get it out.
Pretty nice size.
Yeah. Now, the job of seeing my chainsaws cut good. I was just taking it slow where it left, so I wouldn't get metal. Did you turn the heads on this?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing here this morning? For people just coming in. Cutting 2 baits this morning. I believe I'm gonna cut 2 baits. So I'm gonna need 2 baits to join to put the dog trot. We're gonna do a dog trot cabin. We changed our mind on what we was gonna do. Instead of building on the cabin, we just want to put 2 cabins and make a dog trot in the middle, bring it in. Anyway, I guess we need to get back to cutting lump. So I'm going to I cut a 1 inch. That's going to make a beautiful 1 by 10 board. I'm going to set it right over there and trim it today. I ain't going to put it in this pile over here. This pile over here got too big.
Yeah, these are all glitz, and there's some over here too on this other side of stuff Stephen needs to edge. I'm going to try to get kind of like a close-up. You can see the when he pushes the trigger, the water comes out, and the water cools down the blade while it's cutting in and helps get through the sap, because pine is very, very sappy.
not too big to cut, but you let the post go on the other side, you can slide it over, but I'm already in the middle of the cut, so I can't do that because it messed my cut up. I've got a little electric chainsaw here. I can see them on the side a little, so this don't matter anyway, it's going to be cut off. All done by that door. So you can't hold it back on the blade up in the cut. Just don't work too good like that. Let's see.
To mention, I know I said we used to use wood miser blades. We're currently using Ripper 37s from Jerry's Resharp, and they are Steven's favorite blades.
Now look at that board. Now I'll go back and cut it and make a 10-inch board out of it. You won't see all the live edge on it. But look at that, not a knot in it. That's prime stuff there.
You couldn't find us at Lowe's.
No.
I mean, yeah, you can find it at Lowe's in their premium stuff and the prime stuff, but you're gonna pay premium prices getting it from Lowe's. Yeah. And this, see, I can't look at you can't see the premium lumber on Lowe's website. You can only see the other lumber they sell. So that, if you bought that 1x10 from us, it would be, I can't find my price. Oh, there it is.
Y'all, it's time to flip it now.
That 1x10 by 8 from us would be $6.67. So I suggest wherever you are, if you need lumber, I would suggest going to a local sawmill, because most of the time you would get better quality and you would get true lumber, true dimensions instead of box store dimensions.
Oh my Lord. I might clean that off a little bit. A lot of bark over there. Yeah. Is it in for the stuff? Might be able to clean it.
So you always have to make sure the bump is cleaned off so you can get a nice level cut.
Spider, good morning, Spider.
John said, yes sir. He said, Paul Bunyan on my big toes line.
Yeah, that was the neighborhood spider just crawling up the log, y'all. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. I just want to kill it.
The old mare ain't what she used to be.
No, I sure ain't. That log is heavy too, y'all.
It's like I mentioned before, our mill is all manual. We gotta manually load it, manually turn it, manually cut it. It's really a labor of love.
Yeah. Boy, that looks good there. It's good and clear.
Hey, Gear Jammer. Gear Jammer said, hey, there's that guy from Arkansas.
Hey, there you go. That was who, Deer Jammer?
Yeah.
I've talked to him before. Where's he from? I was just talking about buck deer yesterday, but matter of fact, there, Deer Jammer, by your name being Deer Jammer, I'm sure you probably deer hunt. And I was talking about, my wife asked me, what are the...
I think it's from Oklahoma, Chickasaw, Oklahoma.
What are the, why is the buck rub? What's the purpose of the buck rub? And for people that don't know, that about this time of year, when a deer grows its horns, it has felt on it. Fine, furry, skin, what they call felt. And as the horns mature, that felt starts itching the deer. The horns get to itching really bad, so they find a tree, and usually it's compared, some people agree or disagree with it, but usually a tree, the size of the tree defines how big and how tall the buck usually is. You see how high, they usually scratch low and then they'll scratch high on limbs and stuff. Anyway, what they do is they rub that tree to cure the itching, of course, just like we would, but it gets the felt off the horns. And that's the reason why that's what a buck rub is. And usually you can tell by the tree how big the buck is, generally speaking. Then I told you the paw mark, the paw is, the buck will do that, he has his rounds he makes, however big it is, usually a circle, big old circle, and he'll make spots to keep them cleaned out. And the doe deer come through there and they'll urinate in that spot, and that buck will come behind, usually takes it every day, every other day, something like that. And he'll smell, and he'll know if that doe's in heat or not, then he'll find that doe. But that's what, and she was asking me, so we seen a big old buck yesterday, had felt on his horns. It was a good buck. And she was asking me about it, and I just thought, I am a deer hunter, love deer hunting, killed my share of deer, trust me. But I'm not a professional in the sense, the reason why I ain't doing a buck hunting show.
Yeah, he's the trucker from Arkansas, Chickasaw, Oklahoma.
Okay. But I can tell you what, if I got to feed my family, I know how to find the deer and how to kill them. So.
Yeah, Steven wants to put a deer feeder in a deer stand.
Yeah, I got deer right on the property.
He said, I'm bringing 3 loads of steel to Steep Creek, Arkansas this week.
Do what now?
He's bringing 3 loads of steel to Steep Creek, Arkansas this week.
Steep Creek, I have no
or
idea.
Step Creek, S-T-E-E-P.
Oh, he's a truck driver.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I used to be a truck driver, and I pulled flatbeds. We pulled a little bit of everything on flatbed. Anywhere from rebar up to plywood. But then after that, I drove a tanker truck, pulling hazmat. As far as the jobs, the tanker's easier, because you got to deal with tarps on that flatbed. And that's the crazy thing. That's another story too about that tarp and lumber. But anyway, that's another story for another time.
I tried to get him to drive teams with me when we first got together because he still had his CDLs. And then I was like, let's get into hot shotting. I couldn't get him to do it. He actually lost his CDLs, a couple years ago?
I really didn't lose it. I just never did go back, y'all, and take that human trafficking course online. But, with my health and everything, my blood pressure and everything, it's hard for me to pass the physical. And and I just didn't do that that human trafficking online. You had to do that course now to finalize getting your CDLs, and I just didn't want to go through the trouble. Everybody's like, oh, you should have done it, ain't nothing to it. Well, that wasn't the deal, but the rules and regulations got so bad for truckers. I
Well, I told him he could have went and been a school bus driver or something.
Because trust me, all truck drivers are not bad people. All there is good truck drivers out there, good drivers that drive trucks out there. Don't get me wrong. Because without trucks, this world, you let your truck stop for 3 days, people starve to death in these big cities. So I'll tell you that real quick. Everything, lumber, everything at one time or another is moved on a semi truck. And if you don't believe me, check it out. I don't care what people say, always fly in. It goes from that airport to destination, from point A to point B, C, D on a truck. A ship comes in. It goes from that ship, distributed out on the truck. Lumber is hauled from the woods on the truck to the mill, goes from the mill on the truck. Trains, people say, oh, what about, well, back years ago they had train tracks all in the woods. When those big sawmills, or these little sawmills in the wood, they take the tracks to the logs. That's not no more, that's not the case. So everything that is in the United States is traveled one time or another on a big semi. Don't hate the drivers, y'all, because there's some good drivers out there. Some family men out there, they want to get home to their wife and kids just like everybody else.
He said, I don't know why I said I'm from Arkansas, I'm getting old. He said, ain't no money in hot shot trucking. I did that for a year, too much sitting around waiting on a load.
I thought hot shot trucking was pretty good.
I thought it was too. And I only said hot shotting because I don't think I could actually pass my CDLs. Personally. Hi, Mateo.
I've hauled many loads of logs, and I'm gonna tell you what, there's some truck drivers out there, then you got truck drivers out there. Until you haul a load of logs 13.6 high, and I know you ain't supposed to put that much on, but log trucks do 90,000, 95,000 pounds on these crooked, curvy ass roads in Arkansas. Until you done that,
Ashley.
it's a different ball game driving on the highway than driving a log truck. When I started driving a tanker, that was different than driving a log truck, because the people I hauled tanker for had open bore tanks, 7,200 gallon open bore tanks. If it was thick liquid, it wasn't bad, but a thinner liquid, that stuff would push you through a red light. If you got that stuff to sloshing back and forth, hitting that bulkhead and stuff, whew, that tanker is a whole different ball game too.
We love you too, Mateo. Gear Jammer said hot shot trucking is good if you can stay loaded.
Yeah, I got a buddy that used to pull campers, hot shot campers. Mountain, y'all. See right there, that little bit of point right there we hit. Yeah, for the folks that just coming in here, I said, well, this log was a big log. It was like 20 inches or something like that on the big end. Transmitter that does earpieces. I dropped it Friday, and of course broke it, shattered it. So I'm having to work this morning without an earpiece like I usually have. So my wife is also translating for me. We ordered another one, but it won't be here Tuesday. We went in Walmart. I done a little short video going to Walmart trying to find one. You think you could get one out of Walmart? Well, everything they had was for a what kind of phone?
It was a USB-C.
It was a USB-C, and we have iPhones and just couldn't find no kind of adapters. And I mean, when I say we went to Walmart, we went Arkansas, Hot Springs Village. We went up. What was that other?
Malvern.
We went to like 4 different Walmarts, and they all had the same thing. Couldn't find what we needed. So I'm out here this morning. I love going live, talking to all the people that come to my running. So you have to bear with us. I usually got a mic on, and I don't have this on.
Probably gonna pronounce this wrong, but Mateo said he's from Alberta? No.
Oh.
Albina?
Where? What state or country?
I knew I was practicing it. I knew I was gonna say it wrong. Gear Jammer said I pulled tankers for many years in the Oklahoma oil fields. Albania.
Where? Argentina? I mean, I don't know where you say it was. Another country?
Yeah, it's a country in the Balkans.
In the Balkans? Oh, okay. Well, geography is not my stronghold. I have no idea. I've heard of them, but I don't really know where they're located.
Somebody wanted to know. CC wanted to know, what is hot shot trucking?
Hot shot trucking. Well, it's where people a lot of times it's like hot loads got to be, and Deer Jammer's the one that is the truck. He can probably tell you more about it and read his comments, because I've never actually done it. He's done it.
I mean, it's usually like regular trucks. They did like
It's like most time it's like 1-ton trucks, like see these big Ford, Dodge, stuff like that. They have like a Deer Jammer, 36-foot trailer, they 2-axle trailer, heavy duty trailers. A lot of them, most of them goosenecks. They like these loads. It's the big trucks. It's maybe too hard for them to get to, or don't one, or something other. Hot shot used to be a good thing to be in, so you can pick up loads in small places and stuff and haul. And they usually pay real good money, but Deer Jammer, talking about it's not as good as it used to be. I've never personally done hot shot. Now I drove cross country. I drove a truck, pulled tankers, flatbeds, and I've also pulled a reefer truck, refrigerated truck, and log truck, and I drove pulpwood truck. So I pretty much drove every kind of truck. I pulled chips a little bit. Never pulled a rock bucket, which is gravel, aka gravel truck. Not personally, I ain't. But Deer Jammer here can comment on that. He can tell you more about hot shot. But it don't take as much to get into hot shot as it does a big old semi truck. You know, like hot shot comes out here. Well, the people move these cabins and stuff, it's more or less hot shot, and they got Deer Jammer. That guy that drove his cabin out here does. That trailer's got more hydraulics on it. It can do. I mean, that trailer was awesome. The trailer he pulled the building on. I mean, that thing could move. They had wheels under the back of it that let down, and they would drive. You could drive back and forth with the trailer. You could turn your trailer as far around as you wanted to on your truck. You know what I'm talking about? Each side had 4 tires. That thing would pick that trailer up, and they would curve to go with the trailer. That thing would go left or right. You know, like you want to put a building, if you backed up and you want to set a building that way, you could pull that sucker around and set it that way. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I was fascinated with it. They've come a long way.
Good morning, everybody coming in. Thank you for joining us this morning. Steven's cutting up a massive log. He said he's going to try to get some 2x8s out of it. He's already got a 1x10 that he's going to edge up. Good morning, Jeff. How's everybody doing? Where's everybody from? Steven broke our mic system, so I'm kind of commentating a lot more this morning than I usually do. But hopefully, you're welcome, CC. But hopefully Tuesday we'll have another mic, so we'll have our mic set up for next weekend. So we're out cutting. Jeff is from Orlando.
Huh?
Jeff is from Orlando.
Okay. Hey, that's never been to personally been to Orlando. I've never been to Florida, but I've been down around all around it. Pretty country out there, very state.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I know it's overrated and I know it's expensive, but I kind of want to take Gage to Disney World for his 5th birthday. Steven's never been.
Well, I want to go.
Yes, I remember you, Jeff. Steven's never been to Disney World. I've been when I was a kid, and I would love to take Gage at least to one park.
Well, y'all all know I'm not getting no younger. My wife is there as a beautiful 31-year-old. Very beautiful. Love of my life. Best things happened to me. But I've been through a lot of medical issues. Had three strokes. For everybody don't know it, it's watching us. I've had 3 strokes. And I'm still kicking through God. Only through God. But I'd already had them strokes before I went to the hospital. So the doctors didn't save me.
Gage.
You know, God saved me. So.
CC's from Wisconsin.
Hey, ain't that where the cheese is?
Yep.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have.
Wisconsin cheese.
Have you been to Wisconsin?
No, I've been to Detroit up there.
That has nothing to do with Wisconsin.
Yeah, huh?
That has nothing to do with Wisconsin.
No.
Stop, Gage.
Been up a lot of northern states when I was driving cross country.
I have a lot of family in Milwaukee, so I've been in Wisconsin a few times. We are in Southwest Arkansas. Ooh, more importantly, Tulip, Arkansas. We're about 25-30 minutes from Malvern, and then about 30-40 minutes from Fordyce, where there was that mass shooting at a few months. What?
Yeah, y'all can see that log was heavy.
What?
What is he choking
Show me.
about?
I don't know. Steven's right there. He's not in his uniform. He doesn't got his jump start on this morning, but Steven's right there.
Yeah, this log is really shaped weird. It's not round. Pretty round down that end, but it's not this end. So this is what I got to figure out I'm going to do with it. I'm going to get several 2x8s out of it, but it's not round. It's not good and round. So, let's see. I'd like to get what? Scared me, boy. Yeah. Let me see. Trying to get.
Gage is running around here. Where's he at? There he is, right there.
Yeah, you know that little place is here.
So, you know, Steven said we went to like 3 or 4 Walmarts, and you know what? Gage got a toy from every single Walmart.
Yes. That boy.
He knows exactly what he wants. He checks out everything. He knows exactly what he wants.
I think I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, I'm trying to get where I can optimize.
Portillo said, "What's up from the A?"
Not much. It's getting hot this morning. It's pretty warm here in Arkansas.
So we're milling this morning, then this afternoon. Or I don't know if it's this morning. We're gonna go over to Mena, Arkansas, and pick up some cedar. Hopefully, it's some good stuff. Yellow Southern Pine. You like that yellow wood they advertise? This is it.
We were going to build onto my cabin, my wife said, we decided, we got to looking on Pinterest, my wife did, she's always finding looking for great ideas. And I really like what she found, it's called the dog trot house, and that's what we're going to build. We're going to get another cabin to go on the side, I'm going to put about a 12-inch screened-in porch between us. It's going to be, you know, you're going to go
12 inch?
12 foot. 12 foot porch in between, screened in. It's going to be nice. I don't know if y'all know what a dog trot is, but you can look it up. Dog trot homes and
So basically, from what I've seen, as dog trot, is you have, you know, two different houses. You have like the kitchen and the living room in one spot, and then you have the bedrooms and the bathrooms on one side, and then you have what's called a breezeway in between. But we're gonna screen ours in, and so it's supposed to help. Like, it's really popular in the South because it's supposed to help. You know, so when you're cooking and stuff, you're not heating up the bedrooms. It's supposed to help with heating and cooling of your house. What, Gage? What?
Build the baby home. What, Phil? Huh? Really? What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying, son. Well, tell Mama.
He's saying something about a truck. I don't see a truck.
Oh.
So for people who have never seen us before, we have an almost 3-year-old. Gage will be 3 in October. And he loves choo-choo trains. Used to go check out our train video from when we were in Queen Wilhelmina. And so we are planning on taking him to Branson, Missouri to ride. They have a big old scenic train that they do. It's like an hour, 45-minute ride. It'll only be like $32 each for me and Steven, and Gage will be $3 as a lap rider. But they've restored these trains, and we are so excited to go do that.
I'm excited to ride it, y'all. I'm a big kid.
I think
Never get too old to be a kid. Never. Don't think because you feel bad, you know, you still be a big kid.
I even found him a nice little one of those FAO shorts trains at a thrift store the other day for like $4. So I'm so super excited to give that to him for his birthday. And we were gonna stay the night in Branson, but I think we might just go up there on a Saturday and ride the train. And then maybe Sunday take him to there's this restaurant that's about an hour or so away from us. It's called All Aboard, and they bring your food out on a train. So I think he'll love that. I think he's super excited for that. Well, I mean, Gage not super excited because Gage doesn't know what's happening yet. But we're excited. I told my mom it's gonna be so funny that if in a couple months he's not even in the trains. That would be Gage. Take a second and talk about your blades. Jeff said that thing must be sharp to a T.
Yeah, actually, that blade's been on here a few logs. It won't be long. I'm gonna resharpen it myself. But it won't be long. It's a new blade, but it's about time to be resharpened. Give them a Ripper 37 blade from Gary's Resharp out of Kentucky, and it's a really good blade. I like it so far. I got one left new one. Them at the truck. I'm gonna go back to the do back out here.
Portillo, this machine will be a year in November.
Yep.
Jeff asks how often you sharpen them and how.
Well, Jeff, that's different factors involved in that. I got a grinder I bought. Not one of the big fancy ones because I don't have big fancy money. One of these days I'm gonna get one. If the logs are clean, you could probably cut 400, 500, 600 board foot with it. But most times the logs are not clean, it's like dirt in them. So about every 3, 4 logs I usually change it. So you don't want to stress the blade out. Heat it up too much, it gets dull, you know, it's hard, you got to whip through for it that dull the metal quicker. So I'll probably finish today with this and I'll put the new one on tomorrow. And I'm going to do a video at the, I don't know today, because I need to set my grinder up and show y'all how I sharpen the blade. I sharpened 10, or how many did I sharpen up today? Yeah, 5,
10.
6, and they cut super good. Now 2 or 3 of them broke, but they was cheaper blades and they just break. Now these are supposed to be a lot better steel blades, or steel. So I'm gonna see how many times I can sharpen them. If you buy them new from Gary's Resharp, 10 blades, time you pay for shipping is $235. But you can cut the next board, you hit a rock or a nail. You hit a nail, it's over with. I mean, it's important how, you know, you can salvage them, but sometimes you can't. So I want y'all to look at this board. It's not a knot, I mean, this log. Not a knot in it. There's not a knot in that, y'all. I mean, that's prime wood. You pay out your nose for that at Lowe's. You don't see that back there where they have all the bulk lumber. This is usually kept in a different spot. So for you to really see the price of prime, you got to actually go to Lowe's. So if you look for number 1s online, it won't tell you nothing. All it shows you is number 2.
Portillo asks, how many hours does it need to run before it needs service?
Well,
Can't see you.
I forget what think it was, new, I don't remember what they call for. I done changed oil in it once. It's time to change again. It's got, I would say, you know, personally, I don't change mine as often as I should. I use synthetic oil. Synthetic's better oil than regular oil. Not saying regular oil's not good. I like synthetic. I would change it every, if I was a person, every 100 hours or something like that. You know, everybody has their own opinion, maybe 200 hours. You know, when you check the oil every time, if you look at your oil, what's the color of your oil? Every now and then get a little bit on your finger and smear it around on your finger. I know that's not a scientific way to do it, but it ain't like a car. It ain't got miles, and they got hours. You can probably look on there and see what they recommend the hours. But a lot of times you can feel oil, drill, you know, look at the color of it, and still, if it's still pretty lubricated, you know, pretty good, it's still in good shape. Now, if you rub your fingers together, it's like rubbing your skin together. That oil is no good anymore.
Defects, is it battery operated? Do you need to store it away next spring?
I couldn't hear you.
Is it battery operated? Do you need to store it away next spring?
No, it's not. Everything's manual on here. It's a full start. Mine ain't got electric start. But as y'all see, it cuts lumber really good. I'm going to cut another inch board off of that. Not on it, y'all. It's brown stuff there. Maybe it's got one knot there. Looks like one knot. That's still prime blue. Got a little blue in it. Off, and I start cutting my toothpaste. chunk of log there is still heavy. Oh. That's rugged water.
It's beautiful. Thank you for everybody coming in and joining. Thank you to our subscribers and the new subscribers. If you're enjoying this, please drop a like. It's the little 3 dots at the top, or just double tap your screen. We appreciate all the love from everybody. We usually go live Saturdays and Sundays, and there's some off points in the week that we go live.
That woman that called you, had you coming.
Oh. Open it.
What is it?
His eye. You better move back, Gage. Jay said, "Oh man, this is great." He said, "Oh man, this is great."
You see how pretty that can is? What you call a can. Now it's ready to slice my 2 bays. That big old log y'all seen me cutting up. I got 2 bays there I got to cut, and I got a 1 by 10 and a 1 by 8, or 2 1 by 10s I think I can cut there. As soon as my wife goes get me something to drink, I am thirsty. Watch y'all. Right there with my wife. Stack it. I mean, 2 bags. I don't know why it's 2 bags.
We do not tolerate ignorant and disrespectful comments in here. If you don't, it's the old gun rule. If you have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
What did they say?
Aren't you a little too old to be operating that machine? I will call the Social Security and let them know you're still working. So you're getting over on the government. Shut everything down right now, or I'm calling up there. Okay, I'm calling.
Sir, let me tell you something. The way it applies, I can do about this. I could outwork you any day. I'm not on Social Security. You want to be a smart aleck. I am a certified logger. I work in logwoods every day, probably harder work than you have ever seen. 56 years old, had 3 strokes, had a lot of health problems, and I still get up 3 o'clock every single morning and go to my regular job. You can call whoever you want. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, I appreciate all the comments I can get, but comments like that are from ignorant. I mean, you're an ignorant person. First place, you can't retire with benefits until you're 65 in Arkansas, 67? Besides that, I got a lot of things wrong with me, but I'm still working every day. So you can go on to somebody else's YouTube page and be stupid on their page. That's just what I got to say about it. So, and if you ever want to work with me, come on out to Tulip, Arkansas, Southwest Arkansas, and let me show you what work is. I'll let you see. I'll see if you can keep up with it. I don't care if you're 20 or 40. I promise you, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be right there with you. You'll be sitting down while I'm still working. So anyway, well, you know, sorry y'all, but some people are just ignorant.
Thank you, Jay. Jay said, you're 14, go away.
Yeah, probably are. Probably is. They got a mind like a 14-year-old anyway.
You are more than welcome to leave, but thank you for stopping by.
What?
Tell them they're more than welcome to leave. He had said up here, hey lady behind the cam, how about let the men talk? This lady's pissing me off. Hey lady, please stop talking. You're not even helping him. You're just running your mouth.
By the way, she helps me a whole lot. She takes my logs for me. She takes care of my son. Cooks and cleans. Taking care of my son right there is a full-time job in Plantation. She gets up early in the morning. She works 5 days a week on a regular job. So yeah, she helps me very much. Trust me, she could probably outwork you too. Guarantee she's probably stronger than you.
So Jay, our machine is not portable. It can be portable. They actually do have ones you can buy or they're built on a trailer. We could actually put this one on a trailer if we wanted to.
Yeah, I thought about building a trailer, personally building a trailer. But I just haven't done it yet. I always look down my lumber because when the blade goes to get dull, the first sign is you have, not all the time, you have little slivers like that on the outgoing side. And if it was knotty wood, it might be a little wavy. That's how you tell. And then if you have to push the mill a little bit harder than you usually do, you know your blade is it's getting to the point it didn't have to be changed. But I can finish this up, I believe. Before I have to finish it on it.
Actually, J. Andrew, however you pronounce your name, this is private property. This is our private property. We own almost 10 acres down here in Southwest Arkansas. This is all ours. So it is private property. Thank you for pointing that out. Jay said we used to have a wood miser when I was a kid. This stream is kind of nostalgic.
Thank you. Wood miser is a good meal. Well, the meal's a good meal. It's all a manual meal. As far as it's money, it's probably one of the best meals I've seen. Now, once you look at that, 2 bays, that's 2 inches. Mine's a true lumber, true dimensions. I mean, that's 2 inches on that end, 2 inches on that end, exactly. 2 inches in the middle, that's the middle cutting through. The log's got a little tension in it. I see a little throw in it, but not bad, I can dry it. Babe, make sure you put that down that side so when it dries it gets straight.
That's all.
See, put this in on the...
Yeah, that's what I was asking. That's right.
Yeah, see, the thing about wood people don't realize, Mother Nature plays tricks on you. This wood can look like a straight log when you go to cutting into it, and it'll have pressure inside, natural pressure, and it releases as you cut it. So your board can be bowed, not wavy, it's still 2 inches, but it can be bowed a little because when you're cutting it, it'll bow a little. It's got pressure in it. A lot of times what you can do is put that bow up when you stack it, and that way the weight will push it down and make it straight, and that's the way it'll dry. So the guy says my wife don't help me. Y'all look at this. Go ahead, baby. You see what she's doing? That's green yellow pine, 2 baits, 8.5 foot long, that she's toting so she don't do nothing. She's toting over there and stacking. And trust me when I say she has got moved a lot bigger stuff in that, 2x10s, 2x12s, 10-6. So for the guy that says she's not helping me, and as far as that, I'm not a male chauvinist. My wife has just as much right to speak on this camera as I do, because she is part of my homestead. She's my wife, the mother of my child. So, you know, she speaks just as much as I do. She don't like to because sometimes she don't like to say much, but anyway.
Climax time asks how much that mill costs and how hard is it to use?
Well, it's work. You gotta love what you do. When I bought this mill right out a year ago, it was $2,500. The taxes was like $250, so it was $2,750. When I got this, it was actually free shipping, so it cost me about $2,750. If you're a younger man, it's not as hard, but it's work. I don't care how old you are. But you want to cut some really good lumber and you got some really good timber, this mill does the job. And I actually make a little money off of it. I cut a lot of cedar. But yeah, but now it's be $2,750, about $2,750 with taxes. Then you got to add $200 shipping, so about $2,900.
I don't think they have that deal anymore.
Did it not?
Doesn't look like it.
Shipping comes out of Canada. But trust me, you can buy all them other mills.
Oh dang, I wish we had $550. They got their power head on sale.
Oh Lord, yeah. Yeah, if I had extra $550, I'd get that power head. Power head, what you put on there, the electric, raises your head up and down. But I got other things I can use $500 for.
You are welcome, Climax time. This is Woodland Mill's entry-level mill. We got a 7 horse, but they do have a 9 horse Kohler motor.
Yeah, it's Kohler engine. And look, I got the 7 horse. I'm okay with it, but if I had it all over to do again, I'd get the 9 horse. And that will cost you an extra couple $100. So, but the 7 horse does fine. You see it cut, it cuts pretty lumber, it cuts the tree. As long as you set it up a tree and have it level, you got to level this thing. And you think you can build it on whatever you want. You can build it on just as solid as something as what you want, but you're still going to have to check the level every so often. Stuff where you check the level, keep your mill level, and it will cut perfect wood.
Jay said that mill of yours is a real beauty, sir.
I think I'm proud of it. It ain't much, but hey, it's mine. Nobody can take it away from me. I can't lose it because it's paid for. So, unless somebody comes out here and steals it while I'm gone, and they better hope I don't catch them stealing it. I hate to say it, but I am a southern country boy. I do believe in
right to bear arms.
To bear arms, and I do carry.
I do carry also.
Do you know what should nobody? I wouldn't hurt a flea unless they're trying to hurt me or my family. If you're trying to hurt me or my family, you done messed up. Or I would help either one of y'all. If y'all was on the side of the road and somebody was intentionally trying to help you, hurt y'all, and y'all had done nothing wrong, look here, I'd be right there to help you. People say, oh, you don't know what you're doing there. No, I would act, that's the type of person I am. If you need help, I'd be there. That's just the way I am. And anybody that knows me will tell you that. I'm honest about that. If I tell you I'll help you, you know, if I had to save your life by forcefully defending you, I would do it. You know, because there's too much of that going on in the world. Criminals got their guns. They don't go by the law. They're going to have their guns. So I think a law-abiding citizen should be able to carry theirs. My opinion. Everybody's opinion ain't that. Let me get another one. Good.
Climax time said I have 30 giant oak trees I'm getting ready to cut down. So I'm thinking of buying one to make it all into lumber to build my son a house.
Okay, I got a question for you. How big is your oak? Now, this particular HM122, I only cut a diameter of, supposed to cut 22, you can cut up 23, 24. So you got to keep that in mind. They make a Woodland Mills 126. I think that'll cut
What?
Right at 26-inch wood diameter. Then they make a 130 and a 130 max.
Open up.
And I think they're cut like 30 inch or better diameter. So you got to keep in mind how big the trees are when you buy it. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You got really big trees, you might want to get a bigger mill. And hey, when you get done with it, if you don't want to cut no more or whatever, you can probably sell the mill for nearly what you give for it. So
I mean, I don't know how much you're working with or if you would use it for other stuff, but I know that, like, I don't know what state you're in, but I know some of these local mills will cut, you know, half of what it would cost for them to mill their own wood. They'll charge you like half.
well, like I charge $1 a board foot if it's my pine. I charge $1 a board foot. Unless you're a really good customer and you coming back often, I cut your break. But $1 a board foot now. If you bring the logs to me on pine, if you bring logs to me, I cut it for 50 cents a board foot. So, but that's true dimensions. That's two. I can cut box store dimensions, but why build a house out of smaller sticks? Do you want the big bad wolf to come and huff and puff and blow it down? You know, build it all out of true dimensions. 2 by 8, 2 by 10, you know, like that. A 2 by 8, this kind of pine I got, the tight grain, is probably 25-30% stronger. That 2 by 8 right there is probably around 30% stronger than a 2 by 8 you buy from Lowe's. And I'm not joking, y'all.
He said some I can't even wrap my arms around.
Oh yeah, you better. That might even be too big for it. Oh, I don't know. That's big. I mean, that's a pretty good sized tree. Cut this log here. I mean, this board. Get my wife something to do.
CM65 said you got to get a wood miser.
Yeah, wood miser does make, but okay, wood miser makes a good machine. They make machines bigger than these. They make a machine that cut big wood. But you got to remember, an LT35 or LT40 or something like that's going to cost you $30,000 or $40,000. Or you're going to be using enough to pay $30,000 or $40,000. LT10, LT15, wood miser cuts about the same size log as this. So the thing about it is you got to ask yourself, are you going to go into it as a business or just to cut that enough wood to build your son a house? If you are, there ain't no sense going out spending $30,000 or $40,000 for a sawmill. Not disputing his word, wood miser makes a good meal. You got to think about the money. Everybody ain't got $30,000 or $40,000 to go spend and use it to build a house, and he sits around and you know, you try to sell it. You might sell it for close to the money, but how long is it going to take you to sell it? So
Richard suggested that he get a circular mill.
yeah.
The blade flips horizontal to vertical and cuts a board every 2 passes. You can cut both ways too.
Yeah, them mills too, Richard. Them are good mills. I watch them. But you got to come, you know, think again, if you're going to cut enough to justify spending that kind of money.
Are circular saws more expensive?
Yeah, that one he's talking about is. I've been watching videos. Them saws are pretty nice. It'll cut back and forth. The log rests on the ground and you set it up and that thing just runs back and forth. They're pretty nice They're actually pretty nice. But I can't justify myself. And I've cut a lot of lumber. I'm not saying one of these days I may not, but I ain't getting no younger. So I'm just not going to spend that kind of money for one of them. Now, if you're going to do it for, you're going to buy a mill that you're going to make money with and cut every day on, yeah, I would buy one of them. Sure would. I'd buy like an LT35, LT40. If you want to really cut some wood, Woodland Mills don't make their sawmill that big. Or you can get some hydraulics on Woodland Mill now. You can get the one that pulls, you know, that pulls the head, lifts the head, all that stuff. But Woodmiser makes a good mill. But you gotta think about the money. Justify if you're gonna cut that much on.
Richard said, "Good morning." Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. How you doing, Richard? Sitting here cutting some more of these 2x for my cabin.
I got him to change ideas, Richard. We're gonna do a dog trot.
Believe it or not, I've made a few $1,000s with this. I mean, probably altogether, I wouldn't be afraid to say probably $15,000 altogether, babe.
Thank you, Climax Time.
What is it?
He sent us $10. He sent us a thank you.
What? Bless you. Hey, I never asked for money, but you know what? I'll take it. That'd be some help there. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that, y'all. When I started this YouTube page, I'm like, nobody wants to listen to some old Southern boy. So I was kind of sketchy about starting. And then the two sisters down the road here, they have a YouTube page. They said, you know, live. They don't have to do too much live, but they said, oh, you know, you ought to do some live. So I started doing live, and I've really got a pretty good fan base so far. People that come here, like Richard, quite often. We talk a lot. Really enjoy talking to him.
We read and go through every single comment.
Yes, and that's what I'm afraid of. Don't get me wrong, I want to grow. I want to grow, but I'd like to start making a little money off of it. But I'm afraid I get to the point where I may not be able to come back, answer the comments as quick and on the live as what I would like. So I don't think I'm ignoring you. You know, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd be having to do it all. It'd be hard for me to do. So as she reads the comments, she keeps up with that, stacks wood. And Richard knows if he watches up, my wife is working. That guy said my wife don't do nothing. He's crazy. But my wife really works hard. And then she's got a 3-year-old boy running around right over there, our son. That
He's doing really good today.
yeah, he's doing good today, but I couldn't do it every day, all day. Which I wanted to get to that point where I could bring him out here. But he's getting older too, so.
Richard said he's doing okay, exhausted, and he reminded Climax, remember the wood has to dry too. Do you know about how long it takes for oak to dry?
No. I would have to look in there. I really don't know.
And I don't know where he's from because you said that it kind of depends on where you are too about drying lumber.
But oak is a good choice of wood.
Yeah, Stevie wants to do hardwood in our cabin. I would keep trying to get him to buy some oak logs, but he's trying to get some cedar.
Oak is more resilient, lasts longer, stronger than pine. You know, matter of fact, the Indians back in the day, they used to actually kill pine trees because they said pine trees was a weed. Oak trees, they kind of praised oak trees because all the animals lived off the hardwood trees. So they took care of the hardwood trees. They didn't, you know, they respected the hardwood trees, but the pine trees back then, they said, was just a weed to them because they just didn't last as long. You know, they didn't have where they could treat it and all that stuff now. But if you read up on the Indian history, you know, they talked about that.
Richard said at least a year, more like 2.
Probably so. I know pine is, they say a year to every inch thick, but according to where you live at, what you dried in, you got a solar dry kill, pine you probably 6 months, you can be ready to go. But you can buy a meter.
And we need to buy one and kind of test our wood.
You can buy a moisture meter and check your wood. So.
I know somebody in our last live, they recommended getting like a carpenter pencil and writing the date on it.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to test it out to see how our moisture's doing, because our wood is just, we stack it here outside and it dries outside. Actually was telling Steven that you could, like those shed places, those rent-owned places, you could actually just get one of those greenhouses and let it dry like that, because he said you shouldn't put a tarp on the wood, but like a board or something, so it doesn't bend, because with a tarp you could get moisture in there. Everybody's always asking us, I'm gonna have Steven answer that question. Everybody's always asking us about, is our wood kindling dry? So ours personally is natural dried. You can build with green lumber. I know a lot of people say you can't, but the lumber you buy from Lowe's is green. Even the treated lumber is still wet, because we've had lots of people who have built the foundation of their cabin out of lumber they got at Lowe's, and it has shrinked and all kinds of stuff. So Climax Time asks, so do I just drop them, then stack? Do I need to cover?
You can drop them, cut them, then stack them. You ain't got to let them lay there in season and all that. Just drop them, cut them up in lumber, and then stack them. Always put something over your stack of wood, like sheet metal, something like that, to keep the rain off of them. Now, back to the green wood. You know, you can actually you can build with green wood on certain stuff. Professionals use it on certain stuff. You look on YouTube, a lot of people have meals and stuff, use it like a board, like what you call board and batten. On the side of your house, you put a board, a gap, and then you put in between that little gap, you put another little piece, a strip of board in there, and a board strap. And what you do is nail one side of that board that you put up there on each corner, and you nail that batten right in the middle on the stud. And what happens is that one nail in that board, how wide it is, allow the shrinkage, and it won't crack the board and it won't mess it up. Then you can come back later, you know, if you want, and put some more nails in. And the little strip, the board and batten.
Ooh, there's a wasp in your face. You
the batten is one that goes in the middle of it, however wide you want it. You know, that's what everybody's different. If that board shrinks, and before it shrinks, it covers up the space. You never see it. And if you do it right, it's no, gap. You can't see through it going in the house, through the house. But that's the way you can build with like green lumber. Oh, waltz.
Yeah, I heard that earlier.
And some people actually, professional builders, build with green lumber, even foundations, but they know how to build it. They allow for the shrinkage, and they got special brackets and this and that. So, what? Who? Oh, okay. Okay.
So what do you want me to say?
Friday. Were you asking me a question?
Yeah.
Monday or something? Or Friday or something?
Hurry, don't push it off.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Well.
Okay.
We were discussing some stuff.
Richard said an oak fallen log took 2 years on the ground and still took 1.5 years to dry for firewood.
Yeah, and Richard, if it was on the ground, and it's still whole, it's going to take longer for it to dry, because it's more inches and the heat can't get into the log. So if it's 30 inches, that's 30 inches of drying it's going to have to do, through and through. But when you cut it up in lumber, it's thinner, it dries quicker. Yeah, I imagine a 2 inch or 1 inch piece, or 1 by something like 1 by 8 or 1 by 10, it'd probably take at least 1 year to dry, unless you got a dry kill of some kind.
Yeah, I was saying that we were talking about one of those greenhouses from one of those rent-to-own places.
Yeah.
You could turn into a kiln. And I was saying ours is naturally dried out here.
Yeah.
We need to kind of do a moisture
I
test.
got some wood right over there. It's not quite a year old, and it's dry. 1 inch stuff, and it's dry.
Richard said I wouldn't drop them more than 1 or 2 at a time. There's that wasp flying around you. I don't know how close it is to you. It's on your back.
Huh? You follow me?
Yeah.
Well, here.
Okay, no, it's done. It's done.
Knock that sucker off.
I wouldn't drop them more than 2 at a time. It said the creatures need the nuts for food. Oak isn't suited for something for some things in the house. What? Well, God, what's that?
Boy, get that sucker in. It comes back. Where's the spray at?
It's right there.
Where?
Right there on the end of the thing. I don't think there's any left.
Oh, he's on the ground now. Y'all fighting the walls. Where'd he go?
He's by the dog.
By the dog. Where's the dog at? Oh,
Right there by the tractor.
I don't see it.
It's right here, Gage.
Yeah, I don't cut much hardwood.
Come here, Gage. It's right
I
here.
might cut some for the my floor, because you know the wildlife likes hardwood. I don't know where it went. It's on the ground somewhere. Where'd you say it went?
By the dog.
Okay, by the dog can be an area of 10 foot by the dog.
It was flying right by the dog. That's the last
Okay.
time I seen it.
All right. Like this pine here, you can see this pine lumber here. How long do y'all think this tree's been cut? Looks like this was cut. This tree's been cut for probably.
Is that ours, or is that from the job, or where is that
no,
from?
this is from the job, so that's probably that wood there log has been cut probably 6-7 months. That log right there, it looks like you just dropped the log. So, and if you like the mill, if you put it underwater, you could drop the pine log, put it underwater, and 4 years later it's still good. And oak even lasts longer than pine.
Climax Time said, all I have is oak on my 40 acres out here in North Carolina. The ones I want to cut are all near my house.
Yeah, if they're near your house, probably need to move them anyway. On the oak, I would, you know, I'd never clear cut my oak. Now I'd go in there and select cut, thin it out a little bit, you know, don't, you know, space it out some. Looks better for the trees, stuff like that. But this pine come off some wood we cut off a logging job too. A lot of your mills don't want 10-foot wood anymore. 12 foot, if it ain't 16 foot long, which they still cut 8-foot lumber. That's crazy, but they don't want the short logs.
You're blessed to have 40 acres full of oak. All we have is we must have got pine.
Yeah, I got some a few good oak, or quite a few of them, but I ain't gonna cut them. No, I think I'm gonna leave them. Now, if they was real thick, I might would thin them out a little, you know. So, but, you know, everything has a lifespan, but you don't know exactly how long it's going to be. But what it's saying is, you know, oak ain't as bad as pine. You got to thin pine out because it's bugs. If you got plantation pine, if you don't thin them, the bugs are going to take care of them for you. It's going to eat them and kill your pine, then they worthless.
Do bugs not get oak?
Not so bad. Oak trees are pretty tough. Not only do they feed the wildlife, they just tough. They last for years. Oak lumber is really good, pretty. But anyway, I think I got 6 2 baits out of that log. 7 when I cut this, 7 2 baits. And 1 by 10 or 2 1 by 10 time I get through edging them up. So that was a pretty good haul out of that log. That's a pretty good haul.
Climax Time said, crazy thing is, none of the mills around here would come clear my land for me. Plus, they said if it's pine, they would.
Yeah, they probably ain't got a market for the hardwood right now. Actually, there for a while, hardwood logs wasn't no market for it here in Arkansas. And the thing about it is probably the reason why they wouldn't come around your house, because a lot of loggers now don't like messing with logs around people's homes or stuff like that, because the insurance to do stuff like that is so expensive. And a lot of times them kind of trees around the house or home place has nails or metal in it, and that can start costing you when your blade hits nails. So, but I mean, but if you got 40 acres, I can't believe they didn't come there and thin it some for you.
He said they said if it was pine they would.
Yeah, yeah. Pine is, you can sell pine quicker than you can sell hardwood. It's not as good as hardwood, but it's cheaper. So, you know.
They ain't grow pine like weeds.
Yeah, we have a lot of plantation pine here in Arkansas. A lot of it.
You want to tell people who don't know what plantation pine is what plantation pine is?
Plantation pine is a pine tree. I think it's called loblollies or something like that. It's a super pine tree is what they call them. Man-made pine tree. They took seeds and splice them this and that. And then you go out and plant them in 8x8 rows. Or they used to plant them in 6x6 rows. A tree every 6 foot square. Now they cut them, plant them 8x8 square, I think, here in Arkansas. And they plant about 611 trees per acre. And they grow really fast, and about 13, 14 years old. Some of them trees will be 10 inches at the butt, 10, 11 inches at the butt. And what you do is we'll go in there and we'll cut every fifth row, we'll cut it out, and that's for your machines to move up and down. And then in between, we'll thin 4 rows in between. Because if you got to thin them, because people don't know it, but the pine tree grows from the top down. Don't grow from the butt up. It's a misconception on that. Pine tree grows from the top down. And why you thin it is, it gives more room for the top to expand. The more the top can expand, the bigger the tree is. And that's one reason. The other reason is,
let me stop you for a second. Climax Time said, thank you guys. Have a good day. I have to go.
Hey, appreciate you. They said they subscribed, didn't they?
I think he's a subscriber. I'm not sure.
Anyway, even if you didn't subscribe, appreciate you coming in here watching. And you have a nice day too. We're going to do this for a little while. I'm supposed to have a couple people come by and pick up some wood. And we got to go to Mena, Arkansas to pick up some cedar. Buying some cedar up there. I got to go pick up. But see you later. Go ahead.
Oh, you say you keep talking about plantation pine. I just wanted
anyway,
to.
plantation pine, then you thin it out. You thin it out to like most companies around here wants it, well, different. Some of them wants 95 to 85, all the way down to 75 basic area. And what that is, what that figures out, if they say they want a 75 basic area, that you can't. That's not a certain number of trees. And what that is, the size of the tree, that's like 75 square foot an acre of timber. If you just put it all together, it would make a square 75 foot of pure timber. I know, probably over some people's heads. But if it's 85, it's 85 square foot per acre. So, the bigger the tree, the more you can take out. The smaller the tree, the more you can't thin it so much. But you just don't want the top to, because of bugs and stuff. But yeah, that's plantation pine. I've been a logging. I'm 56. I've been a logging since my dad had me out in the woods since I was about 10 years old or younger. So I pretty much know about logging. And
I would say, how old were you where you were sleeping under that truck?
I was probably about 7, 8 years old. Yeah. So I've been in logwoods all my life.
Was your grandpa a logger?
Yeah, I'm a 3rd generation logger. My son, my older son, is a 4th generation logger. My dad was a logger, his dad was logging, his dad was a logger. I mean, my daddy was logging, his daddy was a logger. Now I don't know about his dad, probably logging too. But I'm a 3rd generation. So.
And he does not want Gage to be a logger.
I really don't want Gage to be a logger.
I say he can own a log job.
logging is, which it ain't as dangerous as it used to be, but it's still dangerous.
So he can't go and log in, but when I say he can't go in the military.
No, military. What are you looking at? The only reason I like military is because you have to sign up for it. But it gives you education, free education when you're in there. You can be you can go in there as nothing and come out as jet mechanic on jet planes or whatever you want to be. You know, just whatever profession you want to be, you can go in there with no degree and come out with a degree. And you know, say you go in there at 18, you stay in there 20 years, you can retire at 20 years with a check. No matter what kind, you can work all you want after that. At 38 years old, you can retire and have a check, good check, according to what branch you go in. You can have a good check coming every month from them, then you can have a regular job or a career. Say if you want to go to school for airplane mechanic, well, you can go do that for your career and make money there too. It's a win-win situation, because most wars is not fought on the ground anymore, not here in the United States with technology. Yeah, you still got to have men on the ground. I understand that, but there's more people that dies in the United States every day just from nothing, just natural causes, wrecks, and all that die in the military. There's more military men that gets killed in the military when they're on the furlough, not even on the military base. So you know, it's really important whatever you want to do. But anyway, you're gonna move them out or what?
Oh shoot, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I gotta get a drink. Here we go. Get these plugs. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, I gotta get me a sip of something to drink here.
Did you finish those?
Yeah, them are done.
No, I'm talking about these 2x4s. Did you know that's what I was talking about? The 2x4s.
I mean, there. Gotta count. It's supposed to be 20. You putting dirt on my board? Oh, the sun is getting hot out here, y'all. She's counting the sheep for me. Oh. Well, how many you got?
Probably not.
Some of them 10 foot. Oh. He's trying to count. Guy's supposed to be coming by and picking up. Guy's supposed to be coming by and picking up 2 before today. She's counting. He wanted 20. She's counting see how many years. If I like a couple, I can always split one of these 2 baits into 2 2x4s. Appreciate everybody coming here watching today. 19? So you like one? Okay. Like 1 2 4. Appreciate everybody coming in today. It's Homesteading with the Laws. Appreciate all my viewers and my subscribers. I'd like for you to subscribe and hit that like and that bell button up there. But if you don't, I just appreciate you coming in.
Yes, please, if you're enjoying this, like the live. There's 3 little dots at the top. There's 3 little dots at the top, or you can double tap the screen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can double tap the screen. We do have super thanks that we do have enabled, but we do not push that out. We just appreciate if you would just like it to help us kind of push it out there to other people.
Yeah.
We love our subscribers. We love our viewers. We will never ask anything from you guys. We are just blessed and grateful that you guys are in here watching us.
Very much so. Who was that gave us $10 worth of that?
Promise.
Promise time gave us $10 worth of that. Was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. I never asked for anything like that. But I told him I'd take it, you know. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying for the folks coming in here. This is Homesteading with the Laws. I'm cutting 2x8 lumber this morning. My son's on the tripod. Go play somewhere. These people don't want to see you moving this camera. Hey, what's that? What's that over there? Go over there. What is that? Hit that wood over there.
Yes. Directing to the pile that I'm going to.
No, over there. This is Homestead with Laws. Cutting on HM122 Woodland Mills here. Cutting 2x8s, my own 2x8s this morning for a project I got to do. I'm making gonna make a dog trot cabin. So.
You want to just split that one in half for 2 or 4? Or it's not gonna be wide enough?
Yeah, I cut the yeah.
No,
here's the one I had the edge. I just cut it out of that.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-inch. I just cut 2 2x4s out of that and give him that extra. So that's for a friend of mine, and 2x4s for a friend of mine through the woods here, still in the cabin.
Yeah. I was telling him, because we were talking about, dry lumber, and I was saying even the stuff you get from Lowe's is green. The treated stuff.
Yeah, the
still
treated
wet.
stuff you get from Lowe's is not dried lumber. A lot of people don't know that. When you build with treated lumber like Foundation, it's actually green lumber. All they do is cut it and dip it in the treatment. They pull it out. It don't go in dry kill. It's not dry kill lumber. So it's actually green. And a few of these people around here has had that trouble with it from Lowe's, the treated wood. They're like, why are they doing that? And if you look it up, it's not green. It'll tell you from Lowe's it's not.
You mean it's not dried?
It's not dried lumber. So it's gonna warp. It's gonna shrink.
Yeah, you think you can just go pick up some lumber from Lowe's, today and go build with it, but it's as green as our lumber is.
Well, people does, but it still shrinks.
I'm saying that's what you expect. That you can just get it and go build with it.
Yeah. All lumber is not dry killed lumber from the box store. But anyway.
There's a lot more solid.
Yeah. That's some heavy stuff. Look how pretty that is. But yeah, I sure appreciate everybody for coming in here viewing. Appreciate all the likes and everything. I can't see that phone. My wife looks at it because that phone gets dark. What? What is?
I don't have a Nana.
We don't have a Nana. Did you take them out?
No.
Oh, well, you can get him a
I
banana.
don't know if it's gonna be any good.
Yeah, it'd be good. We used to leave them out on the table a lot of times, let them ripe. Maybe really ripe.
Really mushy.
Yeah. Mom, I'll get you a banana. Now I'm gonna lay.
Melvin said hello from Detroit.
Hey, hello from Detroit.
Here's your gloves. Here's your
How you
gloves.
doing this morning? From Detroit, Michigan. The home of, that's the capital of the automobile industry. Used to be anyway. Guess it still is. And what I'm going to do now is edge the boards there. And y'all see what I'm talking about, edge. Put my log top back up. How's it going there? How's it going in Detroit this morning? The sun just put dirt out there. Set this up there. Just one first. Cutting 2 baits this morning. Right now I'm fixing to cut this board into 1 bait. 1 by 10, I think it's going to be 10.
Melvin said hot. Josh said, what's up from Potomac, Michigan?
Hey, from Potomac.
Pontiac?
Hello from Michigan there. Both of y'all.
I'm going to need to pause it just for a second.
Okay.
Because I need to text back. If that person didn't text you back, you'd be super upset. In the same situation. I'm just saying. Mike says, love watching y'all. I got to help my dad. He had a tie mill. I bucked a lot of pine slabs. Just throw it down.
Tie mill, yeah, probably what we used to call them old groundhog sawmills.
Just throw it down. I don't want it.
Yeah, I'll make a 10 inch out of that, I think. Yeah, son of a gun. Y'all see that? Take the time to get hold of Woodland Mills to get me a new winch. Yeah. That's the only trouble I've had out of this mill is that winch up there.
Josh said, Melvin ain't lying. It's a hot morning in the Mitten State.
Look here, it's pretty hot right here. Here in Arkansas, it's pretty hot. I don't know how hot it's supposed to get today, but it's pretty hot right now.
Stop, Gage. Stop, Gage. Stop.
Really hot.
Stop. Josh asks, how much did the meal cost?
This meal right now costs you around $3,000 probably.
Stop, Gage.
Buy this meal today, it costs probably $3,000.
I said stop.
Josh, if you bought this meal today, it probably cost you around $3,000. When I bought it, it was free shipping, so it wasn't about $2,800.
There is no more. There was only one left.
Well, that was it.
There was only one left. I told you he was going to eat all of those.
You had all them bananas. My son, and I know there's probably going to be some idiots out there that makes a statement on that. My son loves bananas. You'll be surprised what you got people say in here. But he loves it, and I love bananas. You know I love it. They're good meals. I love my Woodland meal.
Stop, Gage. bought the mill after taxes. It was about $2,600, but they also had free shipping at the time. And it comes on a big old freight truck, like a children's toy. It comes in about 1 million different little pieces you have to put together. It took us about 2 days, but if you had like the whole day to devote to it, it would take you like 1 day to put it together. What? What? What?
He thought you were going to give him a banana. I know that.
I already told him that. Where do you put it?
Just put it back there where it's back there somewhere. That's pretty wonderful. Good lady.
Josh asks, is it easy to move around?
The actual mill, not this one. If you get one with a trailer on it, you can pull it with a four-wheeler or anything like that. This one's not, this is stationary. I mean, I can take my tractor, pick it up, the head off the track and move it, set it up a different place, but it takes a while.
Crazy Cameron said, good morning, nice to see ya. It's 80 degrees here in Canada, or we say 27 degrees Celsius.
Well, I don't know how hot it is here this morning.
I don't either.
My wife's probably looking at the phone. Pretty warm, I'll tell you that. Hello from Canada. That's where this meal comes from, Canada.
It's all melted.
Huh? Oh.
See, look, it's melted. Go sit down with it. Careful.
Out here cutting 2 bags for projects I'm gonna do on my cabin. I'll make a dog trot cabin.
Go.
And that's what I'm doing today. The distance is 2 bags. 4 here to the cut for a friend. I like one too before the order.
Says right now it's 84, feels like 91, humidity is at 69%.
problem here in Arkansas is the humidity.
Get on it. No, no, no. Eat it for the dogs too. Well, eat it. Yeah, eat it. Eat it. You don't want it? Let's go wipe your hands off.
Oh, let me go in my thing. Hot out here. There's actually a freeway right there that I'm sitting. Oh, the walk nest up in my. Huh. See where the walk nest is?
No.
It's up in my sawmill.
Where?
That hole.
Yeah, you used that to spray those bugs the other day.
I'll be done. Top hole up there, so you can go in there.
You got anything else in the car? I don't think you do though.
There's one there, down to the sun.
What's your dad this year, aren't they?
Oh, really? wasp nest up in the sawmill. Okay. Whew. Man. Oh, it's hot. See if I can't see the phone. I can't see if anybody's commenting. Oh, it's hot. Hey, babe. What time is it? Huh? Ha 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 ha. I can't see. I was trying to see comments, but I can't see them.
It's 9:23. Mike said, "Are you planning on building a shed over your sawmill?"
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm probably gonna buy me a carport to put over it right now, 18 by 20. Gotta do something. Wintertime's gonna be coming on, and it's hot right now. I needed one all summer. Ain't had time to build one. That 2x8 I'm just cutting is gonna I'm planning on building a dog trot out of my cabins. Make my cabins into a dog trot house, and that's what I'm cutting 2x8s for. Part of that. After if we get moved out of here, I might have more time to do something like that. But I need to. But I am gonna get something over it. But y'all can't see it.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I couldn't get back to it.
Oh, is it? Well,
hold on. Here you go. We're back.
Oh, hey, welcome back. I'm just checking out comments.
My phone overheated.
Yeah.
There was no new comments.
Oh, okay.
Hold on just a second.
I don't know how long we've been live.
158 minutes. Does that what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China?
The eggs in China is probably cheap. I guess I got a wasp nest. I done about got stung twice. It's up in a little hole in my sawmill, but I ain't got no wasp spray with me today. I guess I'm gonna cut it off there. I don't want to get stung.
Ask Daddy to pick you up.
And
yeah, Mike said it would help with the heat, the shed.
Yeah, cause it's super hot. The heat index is already in the 90s here in Arkansas. Cheese. This is my wonderful son. He's a camera person. But guess we're gonna cut it short here. I hate to. I was going to film me sharpening some blades. I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Do you want to show people around something?
Yeah, let me woo, way. This for the people just coming in here. This is my old tractor right here. Show my old tractor. Son, you're heavy. I built this tractor.
Wait, I can hold him and you can do this.
It was just a plain tractor. I built it from scratch. I put the loader on it, nothing hooked up. I had to do all the cutting and welding.
He pooped.
Done some horse trading on the bush hog there. This is some of my cedar I got cut. There's my 2 baits. I just cut some this morning right there for the people just now coming here. That's my 2 baits I'm cutting. One's for my cabin. There's 2 befores for a friend. Here's some handles I cut. That one on top, the 3" by 8, 3" thick, 8 foot long, and there is a 4" right there. Y'all see how pretty red this is? I just slid that one back. The thing about cedar, you take sandpaper, sand, just run lightly over that, and it's just as red. It looked just like that one under there. There's a cabin right there, and we probably actually fixing to go down to the cabin. And yeah, a shed. I really need a shed because that sun is a scorcher. I really appreciate everybody that comes in and watches my lives. Appreciate everybody, and for the folks the folks in here that wants to like and subscribe, I appreciate it. And for the folks that don't want to, I still appreciate you coming in and viewing. And that's my sawmill there. That is actually a HM122 Woodland Mills. And here is the problem. There's a wasp nest. It's in that hole right there, inside that hole right there. And I like to have been stung twice. I ain't got no wall spray on me, and I ain't got no way to put gas in there. If I did need a spray bottle for gas, I'd spray some gas on it, because that gas kill them instant. It's better than any wall spray that you could get. But yeah, I don't want to take a chance of getting stung this morning. And me and my wife is going to Mina in just a little bit to pick up a load of cedar. I'm pretty low with cedar. I got some cedar still over there. That's a lot of pine logs over there. Just showing y'all folks around the place. My 10-acre homestead here. Here's some cedar over here. Good solid cedar. I'm hoping the cedar I'm going after is good solid, because can't do much with cedar if it ain't solid. What? Come on, son. Okay. Let me see. Huh? Son, I can't open the crackers and hold the phone. I got hang on, Mama's coming. I got cedar here. That's my pine slabs. I've been giving them away, my pine slabs. Mama's coming. There's my little cabin. I'm gonna put another 12 by 40. 12 by 40 on that, and I'm gonna make what they call a dog trot. I'm gonna put probably a 12-foot porch in between. I'm gonna put like a screen porch in between, but gonna have like a area where you can sit in between. It's gonna be screened in, and we're gonna have the kitchen and dining room on this one side right here, and then on the 12 by 40 we'll have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in it. Is what we're planning on doing. My wife's seen the dog trot. We used to call it I think it was a shotgun house, where you could see clean through it, but you ain't gonna be able to see through ours, because, well, you can, but it's gonna be screened in. That's what we're gonna do there. And we've been checking on another one. That's what we plan on doing. That'd be a few weeks.
probably before we get to the other part of the house, and then I'll build onto it. Probably gonna build 12 foot in between. That should be pretty wide. That'll make a pretty good size cabin. And but you know, I really appreciate. Yeah, that's ant pal. Ooh. I really appreciate. Look at these ants, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see them. My son just stepped in. I don't know if y'all can see them crawling around or not. I'm sure you can. Ooh, yeah. You better get back. Them things will tear you up, boy. That's what we got to deal with here in Arkansas. Ants. There's Mary Kate and Ashley. Mary Kate and Ashley. That's a. We don't even know who dogs they are, but they just came up here one day. And every time we come out here, there they are. We feed them what we can. Better than them starving. They really sweet dogs. I mean, really sweet. But anyway, we're waiting on a friend across the woods there to come and get his 2x4s. And probably a lady coming from Sheridan or Malvern? Sheridan out here to look at some cedar because she wants to put 2 old Singer sew machines on some cedar, mantle, sort of. And that looked pretty. So she's supposed to be coming out here and checking that out. And I appreciate everybody for coming here. I really do. Look at that. Y'all need to check out some other videos that I done yesterday. I broke my, on my job, I work for another guy, but I'm a logger. On my job, I was trying to do a live, and I had my phone kind of hooked up in the window of my loader, and I had and the earpiece receiver goes in the bottom, and that phone fell and shattered it. So we went in Walmart yesterday, like 4 different Walmarts in 4 different towns, and they all had the same. We couldn't find. We found a mic, but it was for a different jack than this iPhone has. So we were looking for adapters and all that, couldn't find. So we had to order one off of Amazon, and we won't get it till like Tuesday, something like that. So anyway, then we'll be back. I'll be back where I can talk better, or y'all can hear me better when I'm running the machine. Crazy. I think that's crazy. I'm having trouble. This screen gets so crazy. Carmen's. My wife had to. They said, "Oh, we all appreciate your videos." Well, I appreciate you.
Other crazy Camerons.
Oh, I appreciate you for coming in watching my videos. And like I always say, if you like the videos, I like for you to like and subscribe, and then hit the bell so you'll see when we go live. But if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I just appreciate you coming in and viewing my channel. And I really like talking to all of my viewers. I try to keep up with the comments. My wife usually does that. And I really appreciate you. Anyway, on the mic deal, y'all need to check out the video. My wife just put another video where we was up on the dam. What is that dam?
Blakely Dam.
Blakely Dam in Mountain Pine, Arkansas. It's pretty scenery. Then yesterday we was up on Magazine Mountain, or Mount Magazine. Y'all really need to look at that video. It's a pretty scenery. And
no, you can't.
We
Huh?
Oh, and but people don't know, that's my loving wife and my son. She says she's having a bad hair day, y'all. She looks fine. She's just an ordinary, everyday person. That's what we like to do. Hey, what's that ant bed? Y'all see how fast she moved? Anyway, we're just everyday, ordinary people. My son thought that was funny.
Oh, like the other night with the grasshopper?
Oh yeah, we had y'all. The other night, I wished I'd had my phone out and done a short of that. It was this humongous dang grasshopper, and that thing was hopping around. It actually hopped in the bed. We was in the bed. I actually hopped in the bed, but anyway, it scared her, and she thought something hit her back, and I told her, I jumped up and said, "Oh shoot, it's on your back." And y'all should have seen, she was in from our bedroom into the front kitchen so quick. I mean, she had to been, she had to be kin to Flash because that's how fast she was. But anyway, I caught the cricket alive and put it outside. Not cricket, but a grasshopper. So that was so funny, y'all. I mean, you won't believe how funny that was. But where was I at? Anyway, we got some videos on here that we'd really like for y'all to just pop in and view it and see what you think about it, because we do traveling. It don't cost much money here in Arkansas. It's a small state, so you can go from the flat ground up in the mountains. Anyway, Mountain Magazine's the tallest point in Arkansas, and that's where we was at yesterday. And with no phone service, we was trying to do a live. Y'all, the first part of the live is kind of sketchy, and then it gets good, and then that's not live. It was a video. No, it was live, wasn't it? It was live, but then it would cut out. Now, we was on the tallest point in Arkansas, right? And we'd lose the phone signal, wide open. And the only thing I could think, I'm not an electronic genius, but the only thing I could think is because we was above the phone towers, and just as bad as being, you know, down in the valley, because we was losing service. But yeah, there's quite a bit of it. It's pretty good footage of the lookout points and all. But when you go to it, just fast forward through the bad spots and check it out, y'all. And that Berkeley Dam, that's a nice view. Blakely Dam, excuse me, that's a nice scenery. And so yeah, but anyway, this is our 10 acres, and it stretches, you can see right there to the end of the timber, right there on your right. It goes from there all the way down until you see the gap in the timber that way. It goes down there. It's 10 acres here. Then it goes, you can't see the back all the way to the back because woods. It goes all the way to the pasture back there. And this is all my logs that I got to cut up. Got so many logs cut up, it ain't even funny, y'all. And yeah, we like I said, I'm waiting on the people to come and get to Cedar, because we got to go all the way to Mena. And by the way, we done a video on top of we went to Queen Wilhelmina and done a video. It's the second highest point in Arkansas, so it was pretty nice. And we rode the train, and we got videos on all that. But I can't see now when you get in the sunlight.
You want to stop moving? Mike said, tell Gage we said hello.
Hey Gage, Mike said hello.
Say hi.
Say hey. Say hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Say have a good day.
Have a good day, he said, Mike. He said, hello, how you doing? And have a good day. He's still learning his words. He could say big words sometimes, you'd be surprised, but that's when he wants to. But yeah, y'all, you know, we started his YouTube page, Homesteading with the Lawses, and you know, eventually y'all gonna watch Gage grow up to be hopefully a respectable young man. We've been on here 7 or 8 months now.
February.
Since February. Bop bop, choo choo. That's how the train done. We rode up there when we come to a crossing. The horn would go bop bop. So that's what he's doing there. Then we're going up. We got a trip up to Missouri planned, Branson, Missouri, planned October. His birthday is October the 13th, and that's when we're going up there that weekend. We're going to ride the big train, about 1 hour and 45 minutes worth of riding train. And I know he's going to love it, and I know I'm going to love it, because I ain't never rode a train. Never rode a train or a plane. So, but anyway, this is a private road here. You can walk with me, babe. Okay, it says, nice, you got a piece of heaven there with that lot. Arkansas looks very similar to Canada in the summer. Yeah, actually, Arkansas is a very beautiful state. We have 2 mountain ranges that reaches from Arkansas all the way up into Oklahoma. It's Missouri, Oklahoma, and stuff like that. We got the Ouachita and the Ozarks. And I'm gonna walk y'all to the end of my property here. It's like, yeah, I picked Gage up there on Mount Magazine. I picked him a flyer yesterday.
You still ain't found my Rose of Sharon like Richard told you.
Your what?
My Rose of Sharon.
Oh, what's it?
Richard said.
Oh, yeah. And I really appreciate everybody for coming in here to my live. I really do. This is some of the neighbors, which you can't see them through the woods. But this is homesteaders out here that moved out here, bought land out here. It's not a whole lot of people out here, but this is a private road, goes down there. It's about a mile long, and my property ends right there where you see that sign. It's a ribbon through the woods there flopping. That's the end of my property. And it goes back about 700 or 800 feet back the other way. It goes all the way down there. And I know it's not much to a lot of people, but God blessed me with it, and I'm trying to pay for it. And you know, build us a place out here, cut a little lumber, make just a little money, and I'm trying to make a little money off YouTube. I ain't gonna lie about it. And everybody that comes here and views my channel is helping me out. I appreciate everybody coming in here. That's the reason why we had a guy to actually give us the $10 thing. No, that was the guy, wasn't it?
I would assume he was a guy.
I did $10 deal. It's on some kind of super thanks or something. Wasn't expecting that. We don't ask for nothing. You know, we don't ask for nothing, no kind of money. But he gave us $10 on the super thanks. I'm like, wow, gee, thanks. I mean, that means a lot. I guess he really likes our videos, and just trying to help somebody out, I guess. Because, you know, I don't ask for stuff like that because, you know, I don't usually spend that kind of no money on unless I really, really like a channel, or I guess I would. But all the subscribers and likes, and hit that bell. If you like these kind of videos, hit like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when we go live. And we may go live this evening when we get up to Mina again, where people didn't get to see it last time. But y'all really need to check out our videos, and it's
We got a little bit of everything.
okay. What does 5 or 10 acres cost roughly? I don't know what the overall price. We bought this in 3 different sections. It's all one piece now, but our payments are $750 a month. $750 a month, and I don't.
It's roughly like 28 something.
Yeah.
For each plot.
Yeah. Yeah. We're buying it through individuals, so you know the interest rate's a little higher. You know, anything you buy like that,
It's
but
9.5%.
it's 9.5%. But that's anything you buy like that. But you go to Hot Springs, you'll have to buy 1 acre. It costs you $30,000 or $40,000.
Yeah, depending on where you're
Yeah.
buying it at.
And you can't get much better than this. This little piece of heaven out here. Y'all hear that? Wait a minute. Y'all hear that? Nothing except for my son. The wind's blowing. It's nice and cool in the shade here. So, you hold that for a minute. My arm got tired. And say something.
Yeah, so we were very blessed and fortunate to find this owner finance land when actually I was the first one who saw it on Marketplace. And I told Steven, I said, that's a scam. There's no way you could pay like $500 down and $250 a month for 3 acres. There ain't no way. And he's like, no, they do this stuff all the time. I'm like, okay, sure. And so the guy sent me the information, and we came down here and we saw the signs. And I was like, well, babe, we really don't have the money to do that right now because we had already kind of saw which ones we wanted. He's like, but I really want land. And so it was a couple weeks later. He said something about it again. So I asked him, what they had left. And there was just two plots left. And so it was this one right here, this track number 3, which is like 3.13 acres, is what we initially started with. And he had to skid out here and clear some of that out because first we were gonna put a house there because somebody had the plot next to us. And then not shortly after, so actually it's been almost about a year since we got that plot. And then the one next to us, he was like, it's coming open. You want that one? So we got the second one, and it was 3 point something. So we got that one. It's a couple months later after we got the first tract that we had. I was like, okay, cool. And so then we had our little 16 by 40 cabin that we got because that's what we were gonna live in. That was before we got the sawmill. And then we got the sawmill. And so plans changed. That little cabin was a lot more than we really could afford. So we said, no, we're gonna send that back. And then, not even thinking about it, because we didn't even think about this first track because I didn't think about it. And then he was like, hey, track 1's open. You want that? So he was like, yeah, we want that one. And that one was, I know for sure that one was like 3.5. So we have almost 10 acres here.
It's so close, it's ain't funny.
Yeah. So our property line backs up to a pasture back there. When it gets fall and the ticks stop coming out, we're take you guys kind of touring back there, showing some of our trees and stuff like that. So we're the only ones here at the front. There's nobody across from us.
No neighbors just right here. I mean, y'all is just wonderful. I mean, nobody can move on that side of us because it's a pasture in the road. Nobody can move on the back side of us because it's a pasture in the road. And these people live on this side of us. They're good people, and you know, we're secluded because of the woods. So I mean, it's nice, y'all. And I ain't bragging because we're fortunate to have it. I mean, 10 acres. I mean, it's just nice. I'm just glad to have it because there's so many people live in the city. You can't even hardly walk between the houses, you know. And that, hey, that's okay because that's where you live. But until you come out here and live, you got something like this. I'm just blessed by God. God blessed me with my wife, my son, this land.
Gage is a total country boy.
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised Gage is still awake because
Oh my Lord.
Yesterday we went to Mount Magazine. On the way back, he took a nap from about 1 to 4, maybe even longer than that. So then he didn't go to sleep till about 11 last night. And then I don't even know what time he was up this morning. Do you know what time he woke up this morning?
Shoot, I don't know, because he woke me up at around 4 o'clock, I believe. He was awake, beating on my head.
Yeah, so I don't even know how he's functioning right now. I just knew he was going to fall asleep because we live about 45 minutes to an hour from where our homestead is going to be. So I was really surprised that he was even up.
There's a big graveyard right there. Y'all see that? Almost bet everybody in there is dead, though.
You just had to make that joke public, didn't you?
Hey, I got a question for y'all. You know why they put a fence around the graveyard? Do y'all? I give y'all why they put a fence around the graveyard. To keep people out because everybody's just dying to get in. That's funny.
There's actually a little pond over there on those acres. So she kind of wish we would have got that. But yeah, this is our first plot right here.
Yeah.
And all its road. It's just so calm and peaceful out here. It's just serene.
Usually cows out there.
Yeah, I guess they moved. They were there this morning.
And goats. There's a bunch of goats.
Oh yeah, I got a little short of the goats. We thought maybe somebody's fence blew down during the storm, but apparently they free range. They're free range goats. I didn't bring my my power bank over here.
Oh Lord, your phone. Yeah, we would have walked back there. It's getting there.
I mean, were you still gonna keep going, or?
Yeah, well, I guess we couldn't cut it off. And
I mean, that's up to you. If you want to keep going, I'll go get it.
no, we cut it off because they have to get around. Them people gonna have to hurry up and come get their stuff because we gotta go. We gotta go all the way to Milling. That's what, 2.5 hour drive,
Maybe.
maybe.
Hold on, Gage.
So pulling the trailer probably will be,
Yeah.
and then coming back, I'll be loaded.
Yeah, it's all highway. There's no interstate. I think it's still going.
Anyway, please like and subscribe, and please watch all the other videos if you have time to pop in and look at them. Appreciate everybody for coming in here today. Appreciate all my subscribers. Appreciate all the non-subscribers. I just appreciate everybody that's come in here today. And we'll be back tomorrow live, and we might be this evening live. So just stay tuned, hit that little bell, and you'll know exactly when we go live. So to everybody, have a wonderful Saturday. Don't get too hot. Because I know a lot of states out there, it's really scorching today. And appreciate everybody, and enjoy talking to everybody. And we'll see you.